Welcome, welcome, welcome to Leading from the Future. You know who I am, and if not, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon, but a prophet you can trust. Listen, this is called Leading from the Future broadcast because this is a unique space where we believe inspiration seamlessly blends with revelation. Why? To empower you on your journey. Right here, we don't just keep you informed, we transform your perspective so you can dive into these riveting stories of individuals who triumphed over adversity. We want you to learn from those who persevered against all odds and absorbed invaluable lessons on using their voice to ignite change. Our show isn't just stories alone. You know what we believe? It's a call to action. That's right. We believe everyone born is born for a purpose, a unique calling that makes them indispensable to the world. So we say it this way: if you find your purpose, you can live your life. Because life without purpose is like living life not at all. So join us as we explore these pathways, uncover hidden potentials, and inspire you to embrace your destiny. I never ever leave you shortchanged. I always bring you some of the best stories, right? What entrepreneurs are doing today, multiplicity, an amalgamation of gifts, talents, and abilities that people who have literally overcome something. They didn't get bitter, they got better. So they have resilience in walking. Well, this woman of God here have been just that. Dr. Shavana Hiran Johnson. Listen, she's a powerhouse. That's right. I said a powerhouse in real estate and leadership. She has over 20 years of experience. She's the founder and CEO of the East Coast Property Management Services and Consulting. She's the visionary behind Rise, Reign, Lead, and Women Will Win, a global, and currently serves as the North Carolina State President for Mrs. Corporate America. She holds multiple certifications, including CLAM and CAPS, and has led multi-million dollars renovation projects across North Carolina. She's a recipient of the 2024 Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award and featured author in the World's Greatest Speakers, Volume Number 3. Dr. Johnson empowers women, build communities, and cultivates generational wealth. Did you hear what I said? Through faith based leadership and mentorship. Would you please welcome for the first time on this stage, leading from the future, not from behind. Oh, that woman out there, you better catch up with her, okay? Welcome, my friend, Dr. Savannah Hiran Johnson. How you doing, Queen Elise?
I am doing amazing. And as I've always told you, when you introduce me, you sure know how to do it. So thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here this evening with you, Pastor Shannon. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. I tell people all the time I'm out here doing my part to educate ignorance and helping people change the world. One person at a time. That's all. Just one person at a time. That's all I want to do.
That's
Well,
it.
I'm excited to have you here today. We've been talking about it, and now it's finally here. And I'm excited because people need to hear your story. People need to know who you are. I know I gave this wide range of who you are, big picture, but you have not, let's say, wasn't born that way. You had to walk through a process to become this person. And so I want you to tell us right off the bat, number one, who is your mother? Who is your father? Right? Where are they from? And where were you born and raised? Let's start off right there.
Oh my God, guys. Thank you so much for having me again. My name is Dr. Shavana Heron Johnson by way of Raleigh, North Carolina, born and raised in none other than Southampton, New York. And we resided right there in Flanders, Riverhead, New York. My mother is Sarah Heron, and my father is Michael Walker. I
Mm.
am the ultimate daughter that when I say we come from humble beginnings,
Mhm.
very humble beginnings. I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth, but I promise you it felt silver and gold because we came from a family of faith. And when one had, we all had. If nobody had, nobody had. And that's just how my grandmother and grandfather raised us. So thank you for asking about my legacy and how my wealth and health started. It definitely came from humble beginnings, from true women and men of God.
Wow. Then take us back then. Take us back a little bit. Like, what was it like then for you growing up in Long Island?
Oh my God. So I remember summers with family, great cookouts, great fellowship, going to church as a young girl, just being on different ballet teams, tap
Mm.
and dance, growing up, being in the majorettes in high school, being a part of different, community events that children should be a part of. That is where my beginnings started. Yeah. Great beginnings, humble
Yeah.
beginnings, and
Hmm.
fun beginnings, if I will.
Fun beginnings. I love it. I love it. What moment then would you say sparked your entrepreneur spirit? Was it in high school? Was it in college? Tell us about that.
Let me tell you, and thank you for asking.
Hmm.
My mother worked at Southampton Hospital,
Okay.
and I remember being 5 years old,
Mm.
and I knew I wanted to make money.
Okay.
And I would make bracelets for my mother to sell. And I
What?
would sell them for $1.50. And then when it became it was a thing called lanyard. And
Yeah.
you make them in all different colors and you make them
Hmm.
really fun. And so I would save the money and I'd buy more product. And then I would send them to the job with my mom. And I knew it was going to be me. I was going to be the winner and I was going to be the businesswoman. 5 years old. But it gets even better. My mom, you know how you go to school and you have the competitions where
Yep.
you have to sell the wrapping paper, the cookies, and all these great things?
Yeah.
The moment in the first year that my mom and I sold the most cookies, the most wrapping paper, and I won
Oh,
the 10 speed bike. Do you remember the 10 speed bike?
yes, I do.
I said, oh yeah, you a
Swim.
boss. You already know what to do. Your wins are starting, girl. And once you feel it, you can't stop. You become a mind of not competition, but I'm gonna overcome anything.
Oh, wow.
So it
Wow.
started very early from a cloth, the yarn bracelet,
Yes.
to the
Yes.
lanyard, the plastic, right? And then to selling all the cookies and wrapping paper at Southampton Hospital. And then I said, oh no, I'm born to be a leader. I'm born to win. I'm winning everything right now at 5 years old.
At
So
five
that's
years
where it
old.
really started. Where
Yeah.
I knew that greatness followed me.
Wow. Now you have no qualms and you're not even scared or afraid of blending your faith. You're open about your faith and God, how He has blessed you tremendously, even as you said, from humble beginnings. How has your faith in God influenced your business decision? Number one. And number two, how did you even get involved with God?
Again, so I'll start off with the latter part, if you
Okay.
will.
Hmm.
So I was born into the church. I mean, from a very young age, I have pastors. My uncle was a pastor. My grandmother was in the congregation, even leading up into my teen years. My mother ministered, armor bearer. So
Okay.
just my family growing up, I grew up in the church. I don't know
Okay.
any other way than to believe in God, because that's the way I was raised.
Hmm.
But let's talk about when I began to know who
Yeah.
God was for myself.
Okay. Okay.
When I can, and I'm going to give you a little snippet, and I'm a fast forward to North Carolina.
Okay.
My husband and we, of course, and maybe some of the viewers know and some don't.
Okay.
I actually became a young teen mom,
Okay.
and I grew up with a very strong support system, right?
Okay.
But it takes more than support. It really takes the blood of Jesus and God.
Yeah. Okay.
So at the age of 21, I got married on March the 6th. I moved to Raleigh, North Carolina, my husband and I, and the two children.
Ah,
21 years old now.
and the two children.
We left the nest. Uh-huh. You know, you're not right there with your mother. You can't just drop the kids off. You know, it's not as easy. You know, oh, I got to go to work, or I want to go hang out with the girls. Duke
Yeah.
is at work. You know, it's not that easy, right? So we get here, and I remember Pastor Shannon, my grandmother told me about that prayer closet.
Wow.
And I had never, before the age of 21, went before the throne in the prayer closet. And I
Oh,
didn't know
wow.
what it meant. I didn't know because I had grandma, ma, auntie, uncle
Okay.
covering me. But when you leave the nest
Mm-hmm.
and you figuring out how to be a wife, a
What?
mother, trying to go back to school, trying to find your way in a new city, in a new state,
Wow.
I had to find and go before the throne of God and his grace and his mercy and
Mm.
drop down on my knees and go in the closet. And
Oh,
I remember going out in the bathroom. I
wow.
turned the light switch off and I said, God, I know I feel alone,
Yes.
but Jesus, if you bring me out
Come on
on
now.
top, and if you
What?
show up, and if you give me what I need to fight past this pain of feeling alone
Wow.
without my family, and now my husband and my children,
Mm.
God, I promise you,
Wow.
I'm going to pull through and I'm going to make you happy. And
Wow.
God did just that. I remember going to a prayer conference, you know, Dorothy
Mm.
Norwood, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I said, although it seems scary and although it seems crazy that a 21-year-old girl would get married and move a
Mm.
month later from her mother, her whole
Wow.
support system, to say, I'm going to drop what I learned and what I know, New York, to move to North Carolina. But
Wow.
I'm going to trust God. So go to the night of this conference, is all on the radio. And I remember, Pastor Shannon, what 21-year-old girl is going to a Dorothy
Right.
Norwood concert?
Right.
But I love old school church music. I still do to this day.
Okay.
And I said, I'm going to this tonight because I need a breakthrough. I'm here alone. I'm scared. I feel alone. I don't want to alarm my husband, but I'm going here because
Yeah.
if I intercede for him, I'm
Mm.
interceding for the both of us. And
I
we're
love
going to
it.
make it through this. We will not fail in the transition because, you know, you got a lot of families saying, them two young kids, they just want to go to North Carolina. They leaving us. And, you know, maybe, I don't want to say they doubted, but I
Right.
want to say they were concerned,
Yes.
would these two children make it?
Yes.
She got in there and she performed that night. I remember it was a nice church right over there here in Raleigh.
Yeah.
Get there and everything was beautiful. She sang, she prayed, she prophesied against the people, you know, over the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just sat there and my position and what I received from her, I
Yeah.
didn't want her to prophesy to me. I wanted just to be in the room
Yes,
because I
indeed.
knew God had a message for me. And if I can hear from God, I
Yes.
don't need a prophet to tell me anything. I'm hearing directly from the source, right? When I tell you, Pastor Shannon, I rose up and I screamed in the building. And
No,
I
you
said,
didn't.
I know that North Carolina is for me, my husband, and my family, and that
Wow.
we're going to make it. So that's the connection to your question. When
Yeah.
I had that encounter with God, when I knew that he was right there on my side, when I got in that bathroom, what I considered the prayer closet, to know how to go before the throne of God in his grace and cry out to him on knees, asking him to direct me and guide me. I have learned to hear from him in the midnight hour, to hear from him driving down the road, to hear from him, to pray and give a breakthrough within my family, to give a breakthrough within my children, to give the breakthrough within my business, to give the breakthrough within my cohort, to get a breakthrough from God. It comes from humble, being quiet and listening for his voice. And everybody does not know how to listen for the voice of God.
Woo, woo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over, did you hear that? Did you hear that opening monologue right here? She gave you some dialogue like never before to let you know that even though you may grow up in church, even though you may hear mama do it, daddy do it, grandmama and them do it, it come a time where you yourself is gonna have to meet God for yourself. You're gonna have to pray in the prayer room closet, okay, for yourself, and you're gonna have to get your confirmation from Almighty God. We're about to take a break right now, but listen, I just enjoyed that. Did you enjoy that? Dr. Shavonna, boy, she just owned it, and we just getting started. I promise you. Listen, we're gonna take a break because I want you to see some of the stuff she doing in the next break. Okay, we're gonna show you what she be doing. All right, but for right now, we're taking a break, and I want you to please get the newest book. We just released it about 3 months ago, called Sacred Success: Unlocking the God-Given Prosperity. Listen, we need you to understand that God has prepared for you what even before the foundation of the world, that he says, beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper, be in health, even as your soul prosper. Your soul is made up of 5 compartments. It is your mind, your will, your imagination. It is your intellect. It is your emotions. And once you understand how to get that intact, they now call it an emotional intelligence. Okay. But I want you to understand, God already had this already before the foundation of the world. And I want you to get this book. As you step boldly into your God-given inheritance, it will show you how to be ready to embrace the prosperity and live a life of purpose and impact as you bless people all around the world. Scan the QR code and get this book today. I promise you, it'll bless you real good. And then we want to encourage many of you, as we always do, all right, because we put this on Hulu, Apple TV, On Stage Plus, TCT. We do YouTube, all of that as well. But listen, we make sure it goes all around the country, all right, as we broadcast. And so we always ask at least 7 of you to sow a seed of $1,000. All of these are tax deductible, all right? And if you sow the seed of $1,000, we can send you a statement at the end of the year, and you can get credit for it. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, indeed. So listen, we always ask 7 of you to do that. And then, of course, those of you that can, we say give 500, 200, 100, whatever seed you sow. It helps us to take these inspirational messages, these wonderful testimonies, and these wonderful people who have went through something. Did you hear this story? Listen, she just didn't go from A all the way to B. She had to go through some stuff. Okay, then she come back to B, then she went to C. Okay, all right, that's okay. Listen, you stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Here at the Victory Church, we are a teaching church, and who better to learn from than our very own Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. He's written a book entitled Live Generously. That's right, if you are ready to embrace biblical principles about money and to learn about God's financial management and even about the joys of trusting God through giving, it's time for you to live generously. Get this book today. Purchase it for $20 here at the church, or you can purchase it in ebook form on our website for $14.99. That's right. Go ahead and visit our website, thevictorychurchint.org. You want to get this book if you are ready to go to another level and embrace God's biblical principles about money. Are you unshakable? We know you can't stop the storms of life, but you can discover how to be unshakable. If you're ready to learn how to overcome family challenges, illness, financial stress, and more, you need this book, Unshakable, written by Nelson Searcy. And the foreword was written by our very own Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Get this book, Unshakable, today for only $20 at the church. And you can also email us at tvci.executiveoffice@gmail.com. Get Unshakable today. It is God's desire that you overcome obstacles, even in less than optimum circumstances. Get these books today to live your best life. And here at the Victory Church, as we say, success is the only option.
I am Shavonna Heron Johnson, a high-energy motivational speaker with more than 20 years of experience in real estate, property management, and construction. Known to the world as Queen of the East, I have a solid track record as a highly successful owner across multiple organizations. I also possess a passion for empowering women and men to build positive communities that equip them to acquire the life of their dreams. I work with individuals also, as well as groups and organizations, to amplify their confidence to do and become anything that they put their mind to. I look forward to working with you.
Hello, and thank you for tuning into Leading from the Future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, we hope that you're enjoying the show, and we want to let you know that we are grateful for you. From captivating stories to insightful discussions, we value your presence in our community. Now, if you're finding value and joy in what we bring to your screen, we'd like to invite you to consider taking your support a step further. To ensure the continued success of our channel, we warmly invite you to contribute. We're seeking 10 generous individuals to donate $1,000 each, as well as 10 contributors with a gift of $526, and 10 supporters donating $224.24. Every donation, regardless of the amount, makes a significant impact. However, as a token of our gratitude, each contributor will receive a personalized prophetic word and an exclusive ebook. We have 3 simple ways for you to give, making it quick and easy for you to send your contributions. The first is Cash App. That's right, $ Anthony D. Shannon. You can send your contribution directly to our amazing host. The second way is to download the VChurch app. Go ahead and download on the Google Play or your App Store and follow the prompts there. The third is Cash App, $ the Victory Church INT. Again, we thank you for your contributions and your support of Leading from the Future with our amazing host, Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, thank you for being an essential part of our journey. Your generosity truly fuels our passion. Now let's get back to the show because more exciting moments await us. Thank you for your continued support.
Well, all right. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. If you're just tuning in, you're tuning in to Leading from the Future. I'm your host, Dr. Pastor Anthony D. Shannon, a prophet you can trust. My guest today, Dr. Shavonna. Listen, she's been breaking some stuff down, talking to us. Listen, I don't know how she did it, but she did it. Listen, some of y'all didn't know. She gave us a sneak insight, okay? She said she was a teenage mom, all right? And then she got married at 21. And then she moved. Oh, Lord have mercy. Who does that unless God is be with you? And let me ask you this question as we come back off of that high note. You said you were a teenage mom. So how did becoming a teenage mom then shape the mindset to move forward? Because most people as a teenage mom, they don't have that mindset. They stay with the comfort. They stay with the family. You said, shoot, I got to step out. And I got to go see what God gonna do, and got married and all that. How did that shape your mindset?
Thank you, Pastor Shannon, for that wonderful question, because most women, especially young women, whether we realize it or not, a lot of women who become teenage moms, they say that we become statistics. But when you make it out, I knew that I did not want to be just one who didn't have a voice, who they thought that I would never make it, because they always say, oh, she's fast. Oh, she's, it's real life, So you have to fight for yourself. I didn't say fight for your right. You gotta
Right.
show them. Yeah, I was in love. My husband and I, we got together. I was 12. He was
Mm,
about to turn 17, and we still
right.
together to this day,
What you
running
say?
this race. 30 years this year and
30
21 years
years.
married. Yes,
Congrats.
yes, we
Wow.
got married March the 6th of 2004, and we got together September of 1995. So this year's 30 years together, 21 years married. So let's dive deep into what you just asked me.
Yes.
I remember getting pregnant. First of all, I had come down to CIAA, not CIAA, what you call that when you go to the football game down, you
Oh,
go
the
to the
N,
different
yeah.
states.
NCAA, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we come to the
Mhm.
game down here and we're hanging out. I'm with my cousins and my aunties. My uncle was with us. And I
Okay.
just felt sick. I was 16, right? I'm like,
Right.
oh, I just feel so nauseous. I just feel sick. As we get home. And I slip in the shower. 16, Pastor Shannon. And we go
Wow.
to the doctors
Because
and
you didn't know, right? You
I
didn't
didn't
know.
know. So
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
so we get to the doctor says, you pregnant. I said, I came here because I slipped, not because I know I'm not pregnant. And I got to tell my auntie, my uncle,
Uh-oh.
my mother, my father, I
Uh-oh.
got to tell the family, I'm
Uh-oh.
16 and pregnant.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness. But it didn't go as bad as I thought because, like, they're
Okay.
my biggest cheerleaders. I actually just sent out a message tonight to the family. Let's celebrate this weekend.
Okay. Okay.
My family, we are a tight family, and that's how grandma raised us.
Okay.
But let's push forward, Pastor.
Grandma did it right.
It got deeper, and you've heard this story, a piece of it. Now I'm 10th grade. I'm working hard, and it just, I had to get more because I had to provide. And that's how I had to press past. So I didn't drop out of school right away. I
Mhm.
ended up
Yeah.
going to get my certification in nursing, what you call a CNA.
Okay.
Pastor Shannon, let me tell you, I'm on the job, right? Now I'm
Yeah.
19, 12th grade.
Mm.
Pastor Shannon, I'm feeling sick again.
What? No,
19,
not again.
I'm 19 and feeling sick again. And so Dr. Nadell, he's working. He's one nice doctor, and I'm working
Right.
on
He was nice
orthopedics.
guy.
Nice guy. He said, "What's wrong?" I said, "I don't feel good. Every day I'm coming to work not feeling good." He said,
Right.
"Well, I'm gonna run your blood." He puts it up the chute. He sends it to the lab. The
Yeah.
lab shoot them results back. Dr. Nadell, he making his rounds. He said, "Siobhan, you pregnant?"
You said, hold on, wait a minute. Not
Oh
again.
my, yeah. Not again. Not again. 19, pregnant with my second child.
Deuce.
Hold on, look. I gotta tell my mother yet again.
Again.
I'm pregnant. So I called my mother from the job. And I
Okay.
had my own place at this time.
Yeah.
And I called her and I said, Mom, I'm pregnant again. She
That's how
said,
you
now,
said it.
Savannah.
Now, Savannah, girl.
Now, girl, now enough is enough. You ain't even married yet. You and Duke stacking up. You know how the old folks say,
Yeah.
y'all stacking up and y'all
That's,
ain't, come on now, y'all ain't even married yet. I said, because in our family, you're supposed to
yeah,
be
they were
married.
big
My
on that.
grandparents, aunts, and uncles, they've been married 40, 30 years
Well,
themselves.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Come from a caliber of family, that
Okay.
stayed together. I said, Mom, don't worry about it. I'm always like that. Like, don't worry. We're going to figure this thing out. It's
Right,
going
we're
to
gonna
work.
get this. Right.
Yeah, we're going to get it. So I knew at that moment, now, Siobhan, if you ain't know a plan, you better know a plan, because your family, either they going to eat you up while they supporting you, but you better have a plan for your life.
Right.
Because this ain't it.
This ain't it.
You pregnant at 19 again, girl, the world, you better come through and show the world that you got a trick up your sleeve. So I work, and then Shara she was one. By the time she was one is when we got
Okay.
married and we moved
Mhm.
here. And when we moved here, I enrolled, after I got to know the area, that's when I
Yeah.
enrolled in Wake Tech Community College, and where I
Okay.
went and got my high school diploma, because I thought they were called like GEDs,
Right.
That from
Right.
New York, that's what they call them, the
Right.
GED. But I got my high school diploma, from Wake Tech Community College. I thought I was a little something. And then, like I said, that's when I went on to pursue greener pastures
Okay.
here. And I said, I got to show my family I can really do it. I can make it. I need them to support me, but I can make it. And I just knew that I wanted to make my husband proud. I wanted to
Okay.
make my support system proud. And I wanted to make, of course, most of all, those two daughters of mine,
Right.
Zalasia and Dalshara,
Mm.
proud of their mother. And so I just
Mhm.
had to grow up and get mature really
Quick.
quickly.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and don't and don't forget that being raised by a grandmother, you already, got some maturity to you because you're acting like your grandmother,
That's right.
So
That's right.
yes, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
Okay. Wow. What a
Yes.
story. What a story that you have persevered through,
Yes.
overcame, and really, really, really mastered that thing. And here you are full circle, right? Making it happen, defying the odds, debunking all of the statistics, and now Queen of the East. Let's speed up just a little bit because I see time is ticking quickly and fastly. Tell us then about your real estate journey and how did you get into this industry?
Yes. So, Pastor Shannon, oh my God, thank you for asking that because it took for us to get here. I got the high school diploma. One day, I'm living at this apartment complex here in Raleigh, and I
Okay.
go into the leasing office and I says, because that's another thing. I'm braiding hair. I'm doing
Right.
what I'm in New York. I'm a hustler.
Right.
I'm gonna
Right.
make
You know
it.
how to
I
do
don't
it.
care what I got to do, but we're gonna make it. So I asked the manager in the office. I says, how do I get into this field? And he gave me a company called Full House Marketing,
Okay.
which is still around today. I'm great friends with the founder and CEO. Her name is Rebecca Rosario. Shout out to her. They brought me in, her and Jennifer Curry. I did the interview. I went and temp for a few days and
Okay.
I did great. I landed, you know how temp services do. They say, oh, well, if they do good, we'll hire them on full time.
Okay.
Pastor Shannon, let me tell you now, my first interview, it went well. But you know how they encourage you, you always send out your thank you
That's correct.
email.
That's right.
Pastor Shannon, I sent out my first thank you email. And when I tell you, I spelled again wrong like
Oh.
4 times in the email. Okay.
Oh.
No,
Yes.
that was a bust. So, but they looked past it and they gave me a job full time, right? Because of, I guess, my effort and what I did as a temp, they knew that I was good for it, right? So, with that being said, I get on as a leasing consultant and then I worked my way up. I have my certification in property management, I have my certification as a portfolio supervisor. In
Wow.
2007, I went on to go ahead and get my real estate broker's license for the state of North Carolina. I actually
Woo.
took the class in 2007. I did not get licensed until 2011. But what took the time gap was because the market tanked, if you remember, in
I do
2008.
remember. Yeah.
So it was like a lot of the homes weren't selling, land wasn't pushing.
Hmm.
So I stayed full force in property management, running communities, doing revitalization projects, and helping others in the capacity that I could. In 2011, I went back and I took the state exam. I
Okay.
passed it. It
Wow.
hangs proudly on the wall here in the office, right? Yeah. Along with the other accolades, must I say. And that's how God has shown up for me. He elevated me from being a CNA,
Mm.
no high school diploma, to now rising, reigning, and leading and teaching other leaders how to run the real estate game. And I'm forever grateful, but I could not have ever done it without God. It is nothing that I have done, it is everything that He has done.
Wow, Dr. Savannah. Did y'all hear that? Savannah making it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break, but I want to watch, I want you to see Dr. Savannah in action. All right. I want to show you what she does now. different things. All right. She's doing a multiplicity of things. But listen, we want you to check her out in real time. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Dr. Shavonna Heron Johnson, and you are watching Leading from the Future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon.
This is not just another event. This is a divine gathering, a sacred collision of faith, leadership, and destiny. Dr. Pastor Anthony D. Shannon and the Leaders Live Generously Academy invite you to the powerful Prayer Breakfast of Champions, where Eagles gather August 29th to the 31st, 2025. Mark your calendars. Are you a vendor with a product that can bless others? A speaker with a message that can shift the room? Are you a believer hungry for more? Then this is your moment. I need you to buy a ticket, sponsor a table. Why don't you bring your team? Time is ticking. During the moment, be in the room where destiny gathers and it's calling your name. Register now at prayerbreakfastofchampions.com. Say it again, prayerbreakfastofchampions.com or the Victory Church, INT.org, because champions don't wait, they rise. I'll see you in the room.
At the tender age of 16, I became a pregnant woman, birthing my first child. I was at work. I took this pregnancy test. I remember Dr. Nadell, he drew my blood. I said, Dr. Nadell, I don't feel good. Every day I'm coming up to work sick. He says, well, let me do a blood test because the urine test came back negative. Mind you, I'm now 19, pregnant again. Dr. Nadell put the blood through the chute. They shot the results right back to that computer. You are pregnant. I said, well, Lauren, I gotta call my mother. She said, what, Shavonna, what's wrong now? I said, Mom, I'm pregnant again. She said, now, Shavonna, now this is enough now, girl. You just had dilation. What you mean you pregnant again? I said, Mommy, I'm pregnant again, but it's gonna be all right. But my mother never left my side. She believed in me. She gave me her all to get to who I am today. She helped me raise my children. She made sure that we never went without.
Hello, and thank you for tuning into Leading from the Future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, we hope that you're enjoying the show, and we want to let you know that we are grateful for you. From captivating stories to insightful discussions, we value your presence in our community. Now, if you're finding value and joy in what we bring to your screen, we'd like to invite you to consider taking your support a step further. To ensure the continued success of our channel, we warmly invite you to contribute. We're seeking 10 generous individuals to donate $1,000 each, as well as 10 contributors with a gift of $526, and 10 supporters donating $224.24. Every donation, regardless of the amount, makes a significant impact. However, as a token of our gratitude, each contributor will receive a personalized prophetic word and an exclusive ebook. We have 3 simple ways for you to give, making it quick and easy for you to send your contributions. The first is Cash App. That's right, $ Anthony D. Shannon. You can send your contribution directly to our amazing host. The second way is to download the VChurch app. Go ahead and download on the Google Play or your App Store and follow the prompts there. The third is Cash App, $ the Victory Church INT. Again, we thank you for your contributions and your support of Leading from the Future with our amazing host, Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, thank you for being an essential part of our journey. Your generosity truly fuels our passion. Now let's get back to the show because more exciting moments await us. Thank you for your continued support.
Well, listen, welcome back from that. Did you enjoy her? Did you see she's lively? She's bubbly. Listen, when I first introduced her and saw her, I loved her story. She was already a fashion queen. But listen, she threw down. Okay. Now, listen, she just told you how she got into the real estate journey and now what she's doing and how she makes it happen. Talk to us then Dr. Shavana, about what's the biggest lesson the real estate market has taught you?
Pastor Shannon, so the real estate market from 2008 till now 2025, whether you are dealing in dibbling and dabbling in multifamily real estate where you have your REIT companies, which
Hmm.
they hold, multiple platforms around the country, or if you're just a single investor, make sure that when there's market changes and market shifts, that you are ready to shift with the market. There's a
Wow.
time to buy, there's a time to sell, there's a time to rent, there's a time to have a property manager in place, there's a time where you as a real estate agent can invest on your own and sell your own product, but then there's also time where you should have someone to represent you because you are an agent. A lot of people think just because you have your real estate license, you are across all platforms. But
Mm.
there are some people who just specialize in certain areas of
I see.
platforms. And what's unique about the Queen of the East and Dr. Shavana Heron Johnson is I have lived each of those scenarios. I
Oh,
am
wow.
not only an investor, I'm not only a portfolio supervisor, I am not only an agent since 2011 license, but
Mm.
I have worked countless hours with individuals, helping them alongside of my partners, make sure that we continue to make them money and bring assets in and make sure that they're making the best executive decisions with their assets. That's
Okay.
what real estate is really about. We talk about where real estate brings wealth, but if your team is not right, the dollars won't be right and your
Wow.
legacy will not be had. So I
Woo.
make sure that my team and I, that we sit down with each individual client and that we take them from the beginning to the end. I also own a construction company here
Mm.
where my team also goes out. We assess the market to know how to do the renovation if a client is
Okay.
doing a flip. I help investors on a multi-million dollar scale where
Okay.
I build spec systems with them, where I help them go out there, figure out the countertops, what flooring, what's going to sell, what's good for a rental, what's going to have a 20-year life as opposed to a
Wow.
10-year life. I go in with corporations and help them see the vision to
Okay.
back their dollars so that if a market transitions, if material go up, what is going to be the easiest transition for you to make
Mm.
sure that your dollars make
Makes
sense
sense.
and
Yes.
that your legacy is lasting and it's not just for a season?
Wow. Then that is so, so good. How you put that with all of the everything, hand here, hand over there, and you're mastering it. So then how do you define wealth and how are you helping others build it?
So now, if you hadn't asked another question tonight, that is the best question. Wealth, a lot of people look at it as money.
Yes.
It's not money.
Mm.
Wealth is your knowledge. Your knowledge is
Mm.
your power. Money is the tool that makes the world go around.
Hmm.
If you have the knowledge that you need and the infrastructures in place,
Hmm.
policies and procedure, we use the tool, which is the green thing, the
Uh-huh.
money.
Uh-huh.
We use that tool to invest in different areas of business to make wealth around us. But
Wow, that's
money
good.
is not wealth.
Hmm.
Money is the mindset, money is your knowledge, and money is and wealth is how you maneuver all of your assets. And that's how you build wealth. It's your knowledge.
It's your knowledge. Wow, that is so powerful, so outstanding. Then, man, now that means you're building legacy. What does legacy mean to you? And how are you making sure the others inherit it?
Your questions is off the chain tonight, Pastor Shannon. You keep coming. Look, as they say, as the young ones say, you keep coming for me because these are some good questions. When I tell you, so legacy, what it means to me, what it means
Yeah.
to my family, remember, go back. Grandma left a legacy when she raised us and she gave us the value. She instilled God in us first.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first legacy.
First
When
legacy.
we instill faith into the household, when we instill faith into the community, that's a
Yes,
legacy.
that's a
When we
legacy.
carry God in and out of doors, when he shuts doors
Mm,
and then he opens the right doors, right?
right.
Where we should be, when he presents a contract to us and then
Yes.
he may strip one away, because he sees greater. But also, if we take it to the business side and not the biblical side,
Okay.
what it means on the business side to build
Come
a
on.
legacy for the family, it means to teach one, each one teach one, each one reach one. What you know, don't be a gatekeeper. Go
Ooh.
back. Teach the ones under you so that as
Mhm.
you grow, you have a support system under you to go
Okay.
out there and help you build the empire, to go out there and teach the ones around you, build the community up, do the revitalization project, become the queen of the East, go from this state to that state, spreading the good word. The knowledge is power.
Mm,
Showing them how to get to the money. That money
yeah.
is just a tool. It is not the end all be all. Because, see, if you know, I know, you can lose it all to get it back again. Just because you got the money, you're
Come on.
not wealthy. But
Come
when
on.
you got the mindset to lose it all, to give it
And put it.
away, that's when you're wealthy, because you don't mind giving. You don't
Mm,
mind being generous with what you have. You don't mind helping someone else get to the top. You don't mind sponsoring events. You don't mind sponsoring a family. You don't mind sponsoring a project. You know why? Because you have the knowledge to
'cause you
know
have.
how to go get the tool, and the tool is the money that makes the world go round. So that's a legacy, but also I consider it generational wealth.
Woo, woo, you dropping 24 karat gold bars indeed right there. Do you hear me? Wealth is not the money. It's the not. Y'all better write that down. Y'all better put it somewhere in it. All right. Now listen, there's two things I want to do. I want to ask you. Number one, why did you start the Queen of the East mentorship cohort?
Because I wanted to leave a legacy. When my time is up here, Pastor Shannon, and I mean this, and I need the people to
Yeah.
hone in on this
Yeah.
conversation. If anything that they're hearing tonight, this is the
Yeah.
piece that I want them to hear.
Okay.
It's not about who you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about what you have,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all about how you give back and how people perceive you as a community leader, as
I
an
love that.
advocate, about your integrity and how you lead a path to success. It is
Mm,
not about me, but it's
what you
about
say?
everyone else around me. So that's what made me start the Queen of the East mentorship cohort. Rise, reign, lead. Women will win global, and we are all going to the top. And that is also why I started and I wanted to participate in the state of North Carolina to give back and do the pageants with Miss Corporate America. I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
partner with them because not only do I want the beautiful women to rise, reign, lead, but I
Mm-hmm.
also want them to be crowned. Because as you see,
Ah,
I am the queen of the East, but
come
I
on.
don't also mind another woman standing next to me wearing
Woo.
her crown.
Wow, wow, and wow. Did y'all hear this? This is so exciting, so inspiring, and it's so much more to unpack, even though time is moving and swiftly. Let's talk about you being the president of Miss Corporate America. There might be some women out there. What are you looking for? And what do they need to be doing to even apply?
Well, Pastor Shannon, so I got appointed this year within 2025.
Mhm.
I have been to several competitions as well as I was just at Nationals last week, and I was so big on not moving too fast,
Okay.
not promoting so fast. And my reason for that was because I wanted to meet the expectation of the organization. I
Mhm.
wanted to see what policies, procedures they had in place. I wanted to represent the brand properly. And
Okay.
so I told everyone, I says, because they says, oh, well, you got this fire out, you're president now. And they asked the same question. Well, what are you looking for? I don't know, but I believe in the vision. And
I
in
love it.
due look, in due season,
Yes.
I will tell you what I'm looking for because
Mhm.
I want to do what the company is looking for, what the brand is looking for.
That's good.
So, to your question, after being at Nationals last weekend, it was a production and it was fabulous, just how I like it.
Okay.
Everything done in decent and in order. If anyone across the state of North Carolina, I want every city leader, I want all councilmen, if you have a woman in your state, a woman in your county, a woman in your district that you would like to highlight, that you think that she deserves the crown, I want you to send her to me because that's really what I'm looking for. I want the community to highlight the women of North Carolina. I don't just want anyone to apply. I want
Mm.
others to nominate. I want leaders of different, I want judges, I want district managers, I want, the presidents in different other organizations. Nominate one of your women because they deserve the exposure. I am
Mm.
here to build a platform across North Carolina for these women to rise, reign, and lead, to wear their crown and their sash, to step on the stage and speak with authority and with purpose. So thank you for asking me that, Dr. Shannon. I would prefer that women are nominated and that leaders of communities nominate the women so
Love it.
that women of every community in North Carolina is acknowledged for their power and how they lead in their own communities. Because when
Wow.
we come together, we can again rise, reign, and lead. And the Queen of the East is here to crown the women that are ready to walk on the stage and build a platform and let the world hear their voice.
Wow. Listen, tell the people how you just released the book. We were in London together. I got to be able to take a picture with the book and all of that. It was such a wonderful thing. You always do it in grand style. I love it. Tell folks about your book, right? Why did you write it and how can they get it?
Oh my goodness, guys. So, the reason, first of all, I launched the book on my birthday. I've always wanted to tell my story, tell my testimony, how it started and why I'm here, and how you can persevere over anything. So the book is Beating the Odds. They call me the Queen of the East, Beating the Odds, right? And so in the book, you'll find a little bit of snippets of what we talked about tonight, and it'll go deeper in the book. And it'll tell you all about how I overcame and how you can overcome and all of the obstacles that I may have had to go through, but you will take a lot from it. And you can get it on my website, which is www.queenoftheeast.com, or you can also go to Amazon. Everyone uses Amazon, right? So go to Amazon, grab a copy, share a copy, gift a copy. I've gotten so many reviews of how it has been an easy read, but also a blessed read to give hope to communities where people feel hopeless.
Wow. Well, listen, this has been so exciting. You have not disappointed. Listen, there's so much going on. We definitely for sure have to bring you back. But before we end, can you tell the people how to connect with you if they want to get in know more about real estate? Where do they go? What's your social media handles and your contact information?
Oh, Pastor Shannon, being on your platform is more than enough, and it's an honor to be here with you. But if I must indulge and tell the people how, because I know they do want to know more, they
Absolutely.
can reach me on all social media platforms with Shavonna Heron Johnson. And that is, and I'll spell it for you, SHAVONNAHERRON dash Johnson, JOHNSON. And that's on all social media platforms. If you would like to register for any of my platforms, which are three, and I'll name them for you because you don't want to miss it, okay? We have the Rise, Rain, Lead cohort where I teach every Wednesday night, where my voice is heard and we make an impact and you rise 30,000 feet above, just like you're on the airplane, okay? You're looking down at what your possibilities could look like if you're at the bottom, but you're going to be up at the top. So you can go to my website. You'll find that there under the mentorship cohort. You can also, on my website, you'll do MCA North Carolina if you would like to become the next crown queen, Miss North Carolina. And guess what, guys? This is the big one. Women who will win global You're traveling with the queen all around the world. You can also find that on my website. How cool would it be to travel, to be a part of a sorority with the queen, to go into rooms that you probably in your mind thought that you never could? I'm here to unlock and help you kick those doors in. So let's win globally, women. And I look forward to hearing from all of you.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I know time went so fast, but I want to thank you, Dr. Shavonna Heron Johnson, for being here today. Thank you so much for sharing, being so authentic, transparent. That's what make you so real. That's what make you anointed and appointed. And that's why the wealth is following you so that you can help others achieve that type of wealth. As we say at Leaders Live Generously Academy, we want you to lead, want you to love, but we want you to give. Yes, sir, because if you can learn generosity, you can eliminate greed. Promise you that. Amen. But bless you so much. Thank you for being here. Listen, everybody, we are wrapping up the show, but listen, I want to encourage you. Come this October 4th is my birthday. I'm releasing another book. It's called The Process of Change is Now. The urgency, listen, the urgency and transformation that you've got to tap into with this fourth industrial revolution. You know, Blockbuster didn't move fast enough on Netflix, and they thought Netflix would lose, but guess what? It was Blockbuster that lost, not Netflix. So here, Netflix is number one and Blockbuster is out. Okay, you're going to have to make your move right now. You got to tap into AI. You got to tap into Chat GPT. You got to get all of that, all right? And you got to get to moving on it right now. There is a divine timing and alignment, and I want you to get there. I'm so excited about that work. Amen. The process of change is now. Then at Prophetology, listen, I'm dropping it like it's hot. I've got a new book coming called Cosmic Collaboration, where heaven and earth partner, all right? They partner to fulfill your divine assignment on the earth. Did you hear what Dr. Savannah said? She found her assignment, not a job. She found her assignment and she made it work. And she debunked and broke all records that people thought one way. No, that statistic's out the window. She is moved to a whole new level. You want to be at Prophetology, Orlando, Florida. I'm on my way there right now. Listen, it's going down, and I'm releasing my book. Also doing a podcast after it, 4 weeks. Just because you got into my class, just because you've been in there, I'm doing 4 weeks of training with you personally, one-on-one. Let me tell you something. When you get that, you coming out fire. You coming out fired up. Listen, get it and do it right. Then we always want you to know. Reach out to us, connect with us. Get on all of our social medias, Anthony D. Shannon. But most importantly, August 29th, 30th, and 31st, the Prayer Breakfast of Champions, where the Eagles gather. Listen, Dr. Shavonna will be in the house. She will be dropping the mic like it's hot. Do you hear what I'm saying? Friday is the meet and greet. We going live on Facebook. That's right. We going live on Facebook, YouTube. We about to just going to be making it happen. Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. You want to be in the house. The Prayer Breakfast of Champion, good music, inspiration, going everywhere. We're even honoring some folks. And then Sunday, we got speakers going to be talking on Sunday. We got some people we're going to honor on Sunday. And it's going to be a gathering, a fellowship where we encourage each other, sharpen each other. We call it sharpening the saw. Amen. Because it takes another leader who's at the same level sharpening you for you to keep on going forward. And listen, we want you to be in the house. You can get your tickets right now. Go to prayerbreakfastofchampions.com. Get your tickets today. And then as always, I tell you, I believe that all of you are born for a purpose. Find your purpose so you can live your life. Because life without purpose is like living life not at all. I am your cheerleader. I'm your success coach. I want to see you at the top. As you heard Dr. Shavonna say, I don't mind another woman getting the crown, nor do I mind another man, another woman on the side of me. I want 300 plus walking in this thing at a high level, okay? And all I can tell you is I want to see you at the top. There's more room up here than down there. Everybody down there, they don't want to come up here. There's more room up here. Come on up here. I'm waiting for you. Until next time, This is always Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony Shannon, a prophet you can trust. We're always leading from the future, never from behind. We always want to look into the future and see what we need to be doing, what we need to accomplish, so we can be right there with you. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for sowing the seed. All right. Until next time, peace.
Thank you for joining us on another incredible episode of Leading from the Future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. We've had an amazing journey exploring visionary leadership and inspiring insights. If you're passionate about sharing your story and ideas on our show, we'd love to have you as a guest. Simply reach out to us via email at thevictorychurchint@gmail.com. To ensure the continued success of our channel, we warmly invite you to contribute. We're seeking 10 generous individuals to donate $1,000 each, as well as 10 contributors with a gift of $526, and 10 supporters donating $224.24. Every donation, regardless of the amount, makes a significant impact. However, as a token of our gratitude, each contributor will receive a personalized prophetic word and an exclusive ebook. You can contribute through 3 convenient ways. The first is Cash App. That's right, $ Anthony D. Shannon, or $ The Victory Church INT. You can also download the V Church app. Search for us on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Follow the prompts and make your contribution. Whether you contribute $1,000 or any amount, every donation makes a difference. Go ahead and support us today. For more information and to stay connected, please visit leaderslivegenerously.com. We appreciate your support in advancing our mission. Well, thank you for being a part of this incredible community. Join us again next time as we lead from the future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon.